Alright, it is time. Pretty much exactly 3 months after uploading the first video on this channel, we have already hit 25,000 subscribers. That's a lot. So I posted a community post on YouTube and made a channel on Discord for you to ask me some very thoughtful questions. So let's get into that. The first question is from Zephyr Entity and Ranald Stranald, and it is, where did the name Blur come from? About 3 years ago now, I wanted to make a new YouTube channel, but I had waited so long to make a new one that I wanted a new name, and I could never really find a new name. So one day when I was sitting there and trying to think of a new name finally, I was listening to Spotify, and the song Stressed Out by 21 Pilots started playing. And in that song, there is a lyric that goes, I am blurry face. And I was sitting in a notepad file, just typing out random names, and the blurry face it was like an epiphany. I was like, wow, Blur. That's it. That's what I've been looking for. And so I went with the name and started streaming the very next day. So that's the history of the Blur name is that. There's no real bigger meaning behind that. It's just I heard it in a song and I thought it fit. Celestial on Discord asks, how much time did you spend into developing Blur Autoclicker, and will it ever be perfect? I don't think it will ever be perfect, I'll say that up front. I don't think there's such a thing as perfect software. There's always something you can improve, no matter how small it is. But I think we've come a very, very long way in the 3 months. There has been some insane improvements. And if you look at the autoclicker now versus what it was when the video originally released, I think it's not the same program anymore. So I've come a very long way. As for how much time did I spend, that's incredibly difficult to say. I always guessed that until the first video released, I spent about 400 hours on the autoclicker. But I really can't say. I really have no idea how much time I actually spend developing the autoclicker. There's so many things that you could count or not count. If it's research or UI design in Figma or whatever, just staring at the code trying to figure out, what could I do here? It depends on what you count, but by now, I would almost guess that it's 1,000 hours, but who knows? The next question is from Troy9290 and is, do you do YouTube full-time, and what is the next hardware upgrade you want to make specifically for YouTube? I do YouTube full-time, yes, but that doesn't mean I get paid full-time. It just means I spend all my time on YouTube. I actually looked this up earlier, and I posted my first ever video on YouTube in 2020, so 6 years ago, almost exactly actually, and yeah, my voice sounded a little bit different. Warning, flashbang of voice.
Kann die eigentlich auch besser? Ja.
It is awful. It hurts listening to that, but yeah, that was my very first video. It's of course not public anymore, and it was on a different channel. But yeah, since then I've been making videos and editing videos, editing much more than uploading stuff, and I guess it all came together to this very video, which now has 1.2 million views. Absolutely insane. What is the next hardware upgrade you want to make specifically for YouTube? That is, I think that's gotta be a new GPU. Currently I'm running a 3070, which is not bad by any means, but it struggles, especially when I'm trying to stream games. It can't really do it. It doesn't have AV1, so that's unfortunate since that's a pretty good codec. And the 8 gigabytes of VRAM is just not enough for playing a game, streaming it, and recording it all at the same time, while, running the browser and whatever else needs to happen. in that GPU. It's just not enough anymore. So the next upgrade would probably be an RX 7900 XTX that has a lot of VRAM. That was the main reason I picked it, but it also has AV1. If I had infinite money, I'd get a 5090, of course. I would love another RTX card. It has treated me very, very well. Just that Nvidia refuses to give us any VRAM and has the prices jacked up to the fucking moon. So if it wasn't for those two things, I would absolutely go with Nvidia again. It's just no match in my opinion, especially for creative software and such. The next question is asked by Ranald Stranald again. And he asked, how does it feel having your second channel have 12 times the amount of subs as your main channel? Honestly, frustrating. Incredibly frustrating. On my main channel, I streamed... well, that was mainly on Twitch that I streamed, but I streamed a total of 400 hours of streams. By now it's probably even more, I haven't looked at it recently. I uploaded, 5 videos, and I think in total, the channel has 1/10 of the views that the very first video on this channel got. So it was a lot of work for not a lot of payout. But that leads us right into the next question. That leads us right into our next questions, which are sort of intertwined, by a hyperspatial agent Axis 4 and Sohanmek. What is your long-term goal with your channel? Also, is your second channel gonna become your main channel? And then Sohanmek asks, how are you going to get your main channel caught up to your second channel? Like, how are you going to make the fans transition? I have no intention of really transitioning the fans from the autoclicker to the game channel too much. I mean, of course, I would like to have the same audience on my gaming channel as I do on my autoclicker channel, but I think the two things are sort of two separate matters of interest, if that makes sense. So, just because my second channel is bigger than my main, I don't think that means I have to make the second channel into my main channel. The second channel is just bigger and that's it. I do hope, though, that maybe with this video, some of you who like games and whatnot can check out my main channel, and maybe I'll post another video soon, maybe. Yeah, like I mentioned, the GPU thing has been sort of not making me want to do a lot of streaming and making YouTube videos, because games just don't run that well. Apart from the gaming scene just being not the best right now. But that's, I think, another topic for another day. Lifhislov on Discord asks, do you like apples? Yes, I do like apples. But only the really sour and crunchy ones. I hate apples that have, like, they're a little bit crumbly, and they just, I don't know, it's like eating a sponge. Yeah, so apples are goated, but only if they're fresh and, whatever. Lunar CSS has been asking me this for a long while. Can you finally stream Gamma? Lunar, you're not gonna get your minute of screen time, I'm sorry. But no. No, it's not gonna happen soon. It might happen one day, but it's not gonna happen soon. There is a stream in which I played Gamma. I can search it out. Just for you, Lunar. Lunar's an OG. They have been here forever. One of the first viewers of my streams. Just like Ascav. And Ascav asks, on a scale of 1 to 10, how proud are you of how far you've come since the beginning of your career? Honestly, this is the best question out of all of these, in my opinion. And I'd say it's a 7 or 8. It's a 7 or 8. Because on the one side, right, I have 25,000 subscribers now, 1.2 million views on that one video, 400 and something thousand downloads on my auto. All of those numbers are insane. But if we're being real with ourselves, I've been doing YouTube for 6 years, as I mentioned earlier. 6 years thousands of hours of making content, uploading videos, editing videos, learning about YouTube, learning all these things, making the autoclicker. And in total, I've earned about 2,000 euros. So it just doesn't pay. So that's why I say I do YouTube full time, as in time, but not as in money. I'd say I would be a 9 or 10 out of 10 satisfied when I can make a minimum wage from YouTube and streaming. I think if I can manage a minimum wage, I would be extremely happy. But I don't get that privilege right now. I'm earning whatever the math is. I'm gonna do it on screen. It's depressing. It's not the best. But I haven't thought about quitting this. If anyone was wondering, this has been my dream, and everyone has been telling me to go do something else, and I'm finally here, and I knew it was going to happen, and I know it's going to continue no matter what. So, yeah. Next is a question by the Cryonics. Might be a tough question to answer, but would you rather
have unlimited bacon, but no more games? Or games, unlimited games, and no games?
What? Completely incomprehensible. That was so nothing.
What?
That was
I think I'd have to go with unlimited bacon, but no games. Because in the second one, I get unlimited games, but I also get no games. So, at least one when I have unlimited bacon. So, I'd have to take that. Bacon is pretty good, so I'll take that. Boy00-00, what a name, asks, is it true that you're 5'2"? I don't know where you heard that, but unfortunately for me, it's not true, no. I'm 5'8", so just a smidgen higher. I'm not cute enough to be 5'2". I am the one asked, what are your PC specs and how did you get into coding? My PC specs are a Ryzen 7 9800X3D, 64GB of RAM, DDR5 of course. I got it before it went up in price. Holy shit, I'm so thankful. And an RTX 3070 that I bought used. I know the CPU-GPU combo is very not weighted, but I used to do VTubing, and my CPU was not good enough to do that. So I went like, okay, I'm gonna continue VTubing, so I want a really beefy CPU for that, because that needs a lot of CPU power. But I quit VTubing, so yeah, that's that. RFL Speedrun asks, how often do you use Blur Autoclicker? Honestly, right now, not much. I have not been playing many games, and the ones that I have been playing have been competitive, quote-unquote, shooters, or just games where I don't really need the autoclicker. But when I first made the video, I used to use it a lot, not only for testing, but also for this game on Roblox called Faith Simulator, or Faith Incremental, or something like that. And I used to, like, just auto-click these little ghosts overnight. So that was what I used my autoclicker for, believe it or not. Average Lua U-Scripter asks, what are your top 3 favorite games? That is really difficult. I've played a bunch of games in my time. And of course there are the ones that I see as nostalgia. I know these games are not good, per se, but when I played them, they were incredible. For example, on the Nintendo DS, I played a Pirates of the Caribbean game. I loved that. I recently tried that, recently as in, I think last year, and I thought it was awful. But no, it was awesome when I played it. So I think that, as a nostalgia, I'll take that as a number 4. Then Minecraft. Of course, I have so many hours in Minecraft, although by now I'd say that I'm sort of exhausted on Minecraft. I've played it so much that I feel like I've done everything, and every mod pack just feels like refurbished room, if that makes sense. It's still the same room, but there's just different things in it. It doesn't get any more interesting. Then, and people are gonna hate me for this, but I don't even care. VR chat. I have, I think, 1,400 hours on VR chat. It's an incredibly cool game. You have to get used to the universe. And it's certainly a unique game, but the people you meet and just the experiences you can have in there is awesome. Sure, there's bad sides to it, but there's bad sides to any game. Fucking look at Roblox and then complain. I don't know. People are too critical, and videos like these really don't help. I could get into a 1-hour rant about VR chat, but I'm not gonna do that. Just know it's a great game. I recommend you try it. It's something to get used to, but I recommend you try it. One of my mods, who's named Prix. Look, I don't know your name. You're my mod, and I have no clue how to pronounce your name. But you're a great person, okay? That's what counts. Anyways, he asked, what did you do before making Blur Autoclicker? I'm guessing that he means before I did YouTube and streamed and played games. I actually worked at the same place that my mom worked at, which is a sort of management... I don't really know how to call it. A management company for houses. I hated it. It was awful. And I did that for, I think, a year or something. But not like full-time. Like a really part-time. And never again. That was my only job and I hated it. Like I said, I've been wanting to do YouTube and nothing else has interested me really a lot. Other than being a car mechanic. I did actually go to an internship for a car mechanic for like a week. That was pretty alright, but I still prefer YouTube. So what did I do before I made the autoclicker? I guess kind of YouTube too. Alright, that was gonna be my last question, but I actually have one more, which is from Daniel, and it is, which content do you enjoy making more, coding or gaming? Will we ever see gaming content, or are you sticking to coding because it's more profitable / you enjoy it way more? Rebranding current first channel to second channel, vice versa, we already had that one. I'm not gonna rebrand. That doesn't really make sense in my opinion. I hope that in the future I can make more gaming videos. That's still what I enjoy more. The coding is okay. And it's obviously the thing that brings me more money, which is why I've been doing it more recently. About 85% of the money that I have earned in the past 6 years has come from the last 3 months of the autoclicker existing. So obviously right now that's where I'm at headspace-wise. But I really hope that I can make the gaming work too, because that's what I really enjoy. Alright, I think that's every question. This video is barely long enough. Honestly, I would love to do like a 3-hour podcast just talking about stuff, but I hope you have been enjoying the background footage, whatever I'm gonna put in, probably using the autoclicker on some app and just mindlessly clicking away. I want to thank everyone for this beautiful goal again. I want to thank my currently non-existent Patreons, but I opened a Patreon. You can go subscribe to that if you wish to support me. I want to thank all the people on my Ko-Fi. Here's the top supporters of the last 90 days. Thank you so much for the incredible support from some of you, especially PR Impulse, I don't know, and Snotty Alien, YouTube, just absolute heroes. And then also, of course, again, thank you to Task Program, just like last month, for continuing to support me. Thank you so much for watching this. Have a beautiful day, and goodbye.